Okay, so I'll just create another folder here. Okay, can you see my screen? Not yet. Okay, wait a minute.
What?
Okay, yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay, I'll do one thing. We are going to start with Java. Okay, so in the testdb folder, I'll just create another one folder here, new folder, or else already we have a folder called Tejashwini, correct, right? In this folder, I'll create another one new folder called Java. So here only we are going to have all the files and everything, whatever we are going to write it as of now. First thing is we have some theory notes and other things. I'll just take it from some other batch. Wait a minute, table 26. I have some set of images, some diagrams, some assignments and notes, and so many things I have. This and all we cannot type again because it's become really difficult. We'll copy the images and diagrams. Okay, programs we will write it up. So I'll just copy paste this. Yes. So where we are going to start is we are going to start with this introduction part. You know already many things here actually. You know already few things. Okay, so this is what basically. Okay, so your portion is core Java and advanced Java. These are the two parts. This is framework. Framework is not included in this. I told you at the beginning of. Okay, so this is core Java and the front end. So already you know HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, jQuery and Bootstrap and this files I will send it to you. Okay, yes, this is the old, like whatever we are discussing is that's my old syllabus. This we recently updated. This course cost around this 40,000 rupees. Okay, this course cost is totally different. What when you joined right the month of November, that time with the Java and advanced Java, even I was very new to these all the things. So this was the syllabus. You can check whatever whenever we started the course, I explained this to you actually. Yes. So in that already you know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, and Bootstrap, but we want to start with core Java. Okay. Yes. You know already these all the things actually. You remember when you started front end class, these all the things we discussed actually. If you remember, even I'll open your page only. Tejashwini inside HTML. Okay, in the HTML before that itself, there is something is called notes. Can you see? This is what your syllabus is. You remember I told you core Java, this will be this, and advanced Java will be HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap, Servlet, JSP, Ajax. This is what you joined, you know, at that time. Now things are changing. Now I'm updating everything slowly. Even the fee structure, everything got changed also. There already you know what is language. Language is mode of communication. With the language, we can able to communicate with someone. Correct, right? Yes. And the regional language. Regional language is English, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Hindi, Marathi, whatever it is. That how communication is happening. Programming language. How with the programming language communication is happening. What types of languages are there? What is ASCII, extended ASCII, Unicode chart? What is high level? What is low level? What is compiler? What is interpreter? Or what type of softwares are there? Okay, yeah, architecture of softwares. Okay, and this much only. You know only this much. But this and all web development related syllabus that you don't do. Okay, so Java also we have this all. Java also we have this all. Do you remember this, Tejashwini? This explanations and all, do you remember?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, sir.
Do you remember this explanation?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so let's start from here. Okay, and side by side, I have another one, program one file also, which is Java. I missed it right a minute. It's missing here. Wait a minute. Vignesh, no, Vignesh folder inside. There is java.txt. Yes, ultimately we are going to study about this. This is the theory part. Okay, first 2 days will be theory only, then only the program will start. Okay, so yes. So first we need to learn what is language, what is programming language, and everything you have to learn. So first let's start from here. In between, if you have any questions or if you have any problems, please unmute and ask me the question. Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. So basically language. A language, basically we call it as a mode of communication. It's a mediator. For example, you know Hindi, I don't know Hindi. I know Tamil, but you don't know Tamil. But still, how we both can communicate each other, because I wanted to talk to you, you wanted to attend my classes, so we are using English as a medium here. Actually, English is a mode of communication for us. So using language, what we can do is we can communicate with each other. Okay, even Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, all the languages are a mode of communication. Okay, yes, sir. But we are talking about Tamil, Telugu, Hindi. These all are regional language. But we are here to learn programming language. I'm going to learn Java. I'm going to learn Python. I'm going to learn C, C++. So how that and this is different? Whether regional language, programming language, both are different? Yeah, slightly, but common pattern. Sir, how, sir? Let's take an example of English. By using English, you can talk to another human, correct? If you wanted to talk to me, if I wanted to talk to you, we must know English. Okay, so how English we can learn? Very simple. First, you have to learn all the alphabets. There is actually 26 alphabets are there. That alphabets you should learn. After that, combination of alphabets, it's going to be a word. So there is a million billion of words actually in English, grammars, and so a lot of things are there. Okay, verb, subject, object, so many things are there. But only word is enough? No. Without grammar, you cannot make your sentence meaningful. Correct, right? So if you wanted to make your sentence meaningful, there should be a noun, there should be a noun, there should be a verb. Like many things are there. Adjectives, conjunctions, there are so many things are there. So that is how this will work. So grammar is needed. Okay, grammar is a rule actually. Grammar we cannot see, but grammar is a rule. To form a meaningful sentence, we must need a grammar. We must need English words as well as we must need grammar also. Then combination of this all together only, we we form a sentence. Combination of all the sentences only, we can go for paragraph. We can go for paragraph. The combination of all the paragraphs only, finally one very big paragraph, or a very big message, one very big story, one very big lecture. With the help of that, you can able to communicate with someone. So first alphabet, then combination of alphabets become a word, combination of become, give me a second, yeah. Seri, okay, okay, okay. Give me a second, yeah. So word, grammar and sentence and paragraph communicate. Okay. So இது ஒரு மணி நேரம் தான் இருக்கும். Okay. Like JavaScript பார்க்கலாமா? Assignments முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? பழைய assignments பார்க்கலாம். முடிங்க. லைக் ஏன்னா ஐ ஃபீல் ஏதோ ஒரு ப்ரெஷர் இருக்கிற மாதிரி எனக்கு தோணுது ஆக்சுவலா. ஒரு ஓகே எஸ் எஸ் சாரி Tejish, yeah, you can see. So this is what we can form a message. This is how we can able to communicate with someone. Same thing only programming language also. Same thing only programming language also. So programming language also same thing only. So if you want to learn programming language, first you have to learn all the keyboard keys. Okay, we have capital letter A to Z, we have small letter A to Z, we have numbers, we have special characters, comma, colon, semicolon, single quote, double quote, parenthesis, open, close, all the things are available. Okay, the next one is syntax. Combination of this all the things only, we call it as a syntax. For example, if you know basic programmings and all, this is basically we call it as a syntax. Correct, right? It's an instruction to computer. What is syntax? Syntax is nothing. It's a direct instruction to your computer. Do this, do that. Like that, we are giving the computer instruction action. Yes, that's how the idea is. Yes, it's instruction to the computer. But only one instruction is enough? No. We have to write a block of codes. If you know C, C++ or any other programming language, you might have seen these kind of curly brackets. So this basically we call it as a blocks, or we can call it as a functions, or it can be anything. But only one block is enough? Not enough. If you know C program, there is something is called void main. Only one block is not enough. Void main, only one block is not enough. Under that, there is a multiple, things are there. There is a multiple functions can be created. Okay, so that is what this is. And there is a very big program actually. There is very big program. The very big program only at the end of the day, we call it as a software. The very big program only at the end of the day, we call it as a software. So that is set of instructions combination. Okay, so this is what programming language. So if you are learning Java, first you have to learn these all the keyboards from your keyboard, whatever the keys are there, everything you have to learn first. Okay, yes sir, I know that sir, but no problem. Then you have to go for a syntax. Syntax is nothing, each and every lines of code is a syntax. Then all the lines of code you need to put it in a block. So then collection of block of coding only we call it as a big program. There is a very big program. 10 line code, 1000 line code, 5000, 10,000. It can be anything. Okay. Combination of this all only we call it as a software. Combination of this all the things together only we call it as a software. Software is nothing. Set of instruction. Software is nothing. Set of instruction. That's all. Okay. So, but using this software, what we can do is actually using English, we can able to talk to human to human. Okay, but using programming language, we can able to talk to human to machine. For example, ATM. You are going for ATM machine, so you can able to talk to the ATM machine, not by voice, by putting the card, entering the PIN number, and entering this, and like many things might happen. Correct, right? So that is what basically this is. Next one is machine to machine. Machine to machine is all about yes, one server and another one sister can communicate. Server can communicate. For example, you are sitting in one computer, I am sitting in another one computer, but still we both are able to communicate. We can do classes because it's a machine to machine communication. That is what basically it's called online applications. All are like that one. So these all are basically programming languages. If you know programming language, then only we can do this all. Okay, yes. So regional language we are not going to study. We are not going to study Tamil, Telugu, Kannada. No, we are going to study about programming language. We are going to study about programming language. Got the idea? Any questions?
No, sir.
Fine. Okay. So whenever we are discussing about language, that is what people are telling. Java is a programming language. That's all. Java is not a regional language. I'm not telling Java is a regional language. No. Java is a programming language. Java is a programming language. It's used to communicate with machine. Simple. So whatever I explained this, it is in single word. It's a conclusion. It's a title. Java is a programming language. That's all. Okay, I'm moving further. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I hope you are clear. Okay, yes. I'll come to this. Wait for some time. Now I'm coming to the types of language. Okay. In programming language, types of programming language. Okay, types of programming language. Yes, Java is a programming language. Okay, let it be. But programming language itself, we have two types. One is called low level, one is called high level. One is called low level, one is called high level. Actually, the low level language is basically which machine can understand. Low level language is basically which machine can understand. Sir, what is machine can understand? Machine can understand zeros and ones. I hope you have idea. Whatever the information you are giving to the computer, the complete information is going to store in the computer. The complete information is storing inside the computer as a zeros and ones. If you are giving your name, if you are giving your mobile number, if you are giving your picture, if you give audio, video, these all the informations are storing on your hard disk in your computer in the form of zeros and ones, nothing else. Okay, yes. So that is basically binary. That basically what we call it as a binary. Okay, advantage. Sir, what is the advantage of low level language? If you ask me, whatever you write, right, your machine can understand everything very easy. Because you are writing program in the form of machine understandable code. Because you are writing in the form of machine understandable code. But when it comes to disadvantage side, human we don't understand. Human we don't understand the binary. Okay. I'm asking you to write a leave letter. You just imagine. I'm asking you to write a leave letter. You just come here. I'm writing now alphabet to binary converter. Online tool is the, you can just go here. I'll just say here good morning. Okay, say good morning Tejashwini. I'll just convert it. See here. This is actually good morning Tejashwini. But this we can understand, machine won't understand. But this machine can understand, we don't understand. I'm writing this binary code and I'm just giving to you. I'm giving the binary code, I'm writing a binary code and I'm just giving to you. But can you modify this code? Can you modify this Tejashwini to Gurunathan? You cannot do this. Reason is it's become a little difficult, but we can do, but it's a little difficult. We need to sit and encode. We need to understand what is this, what is this, what is this. Then it's become really difficult. So that's what I'm also telling here. Advantage side, machine can understand everything binary, but problem is human cannot understand. Whatever the code I'm writing, you cannot understand. Whatever the code you are writing, I cannot understand. Okay, this is basically low level. At the beginning days, it was the scenario. But later, what happened? Slowly, high level languages came to the market. We have 800 plus languages. You know that already. We discussed this when we learned front end also. So human can read and understand. Yes. If you open a Java program, I can read and understand. Even you can read and understand. Even anybody can read and understand. Who knows English, they can read and understand Java. Possible. So not only Java, C, C++, PHP. Actually, there is one language called Rajini++. Okay, that's a fan of Rajini most probably. All the syntax and the instructions, everything will be there in the form of Rajini movie dialogues. Actually. Okay, for, while, do, if, everything will be there in the dialogue of Rajini movie. There is one language. Like that, we have 800 plus programming languages. Still, it's coming. Still, new libraries are coming. Languages are coming. It's growing like anything. Okay. Sir,
Hello.
yeah, tell me.
Rajni plus plus language
Yeah, C, C++ is a language.
and PHP is language. Rajni plus
Lang
plus what is it?
this is also language actually. Okay, Rajini plus plus is one programming language, but people are using, we don't know. But Rajini plus plus is a programming language. This programming language full of Rajini movie dialogues. Okay,
Okay.
I don't know whether you have watched Rajini movies or not, I don't know. Okay, but if you see here, these all are Rajini movie dialogues actually. Okay, wait a minute. I will show you some instructions here. See here. There is a dialogue called Katam Katam. Have you seen a Rajini
No.
movie Baba? That was an old
Yes, yes.
movie. In the movie, actually he used to tell actually whenever the deal is okay, he used to tell Katam Katam. Katam means that's over. Over is over. Past is past. Kind of. Not only that,
Mm-hmm.
there is a Shivaji movie called Magilchi. In Shivaji movie, he used to go and fight with villains actually. So when villains are accepting for his deal, he will say Magilchi. Magilchi means happy, good, and appreciating their decisions. That's what Magilchi. It's all Tamil, languages, Tamil words actually. This is basically. Okay, so that is what it is. Lakshmi start, Andava Solra, Arunachalam Seiran. These all are Tamil movie dialogues actually. Baksha, then Arunachalam. There are a lot of movies. Maybe that might have dubbed in Hindi, but I don't know the movie names actually. But this is also programming language. Here also, for loop, while loop, everything is available, but full of Rajini movie dialogues. Actually.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is one among the language. Like this, a lot of funny things are there. Okay, so by using high level language, what we can do means we can able to communicate with human can understand. What is the advantage if you ask me? Human can understand very easily. But what's the problem here if you ask me? Machine won't understand. You tell me you're writing some program in English. You're writing C program. You're writing Python program. Do you think your machine knows that language? No. Okay, we knows, but machine don't know. Then what we need to do after writing program? We need to sit and translate that to machine understandable form. Okay, that is what high level and low level. So the types of programming languages we have low level and we have high level. Low level language is nothing which machine can understand. human cannot understand. High level language is nothing human can understand, which machine cannot understand. If machine wants to understand, then we need to convert to it. The conversion is mandatory. You have to convert it. So that's what here you coming to the conclusion. Java is a high level programming language. Any human can read and understand. Any human can read and edit it. Yes. My program you can edit, your program I can edit. You got the idea, the conclusions. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. But whenever the high level languages are coming to the market, whenever the high level languages are coming to the industry, we need a translator. Without translator, it's waste. So that is what when you are writing C program, after writing program, you will compile. Even Java program, you will compile. Python program, you will interpret. So every language have some translators. Without the translator, programming languages are waste. The reason is the programming language only human can understand, but human cannot do the work. Human give that instruction to computer, computer should do the work. So first we need to convert the program from human understandable form to machine understandable form. That's how the idea is. That's how the idea is. Okay. So compiler. So there are two types of translators that are available here. One is compiler, one is interpreter. One is compiler, one is interpreter. These are the two popular, well-known translators in the industry. There are two translators that are available. Sir, why two translators? Because the compiler also, interpreter also transferring the data from human readable coding to machine readable code. But both are doing work in a different way. For example, bus also transportation, train also transportation, flight also transportation. But all are travel, yeah, all are take us from one place to another place, but different methods. Okay, we have land transport, we have water transport, as well as we have air transport, and everything is different. If you wanted to go for small villages, better than train, bus is a good choice. If you wanted to go from one state to another state or a long travel, then you can go by train. But if you wanted to travel from one country to another country, which is far away from the place, then you have to go by the flight action. So there is a different distance, and the different transportations are available. Like that only here also two different things. One is compiler and one more is interpreter. One is compiler and one more is interpreter. Compiler is basically C language. You take an example of C. How compiler works, how interpreter works. Let's discuss. Actually, compiler takes your whole program as a single input. A compiler, what it does, very simple. Whenever you are compiling the program, right, it takes the whole input as a whole program as a single input. Okay, they'll take the whole program as a single input. You are writing some 100 lines of code. The 100 lines of code will be taken at a time. Then they will translate. While translating time, two things might happen. One is if there are some errors. One more is there is no errors. Errors means typo errors. Maybe you are writing some improper program. You are missing the semicolon. You are missing the double quote. You are doing such mistakes. That basically we call it as errors. So if there is an error, then what happens? The compiler will read all the errors. See, if you are writing program as a human, we make a lot of mistakes. So you might have a lot of errors. They will read all the errors and they display once. Just imagine in your program you have around some 25 errors. In 1000 line code or 500 lines of code, you have 25 mistakes. So when you are using compiler will throw all errors at a time. Okay, yes. And sir, what if there is no error? Actually, if there is no error, the human code, whatever you are writing, right, the human code will be converted into binary code. Your human code will be converted into binary code. An extra code will be generated. One file will be generated. Okay, sometime that file will be in dot class. Sometime it will be called dot obj. Sometime it will be called dot bin binary. or it can be .byte, it can be anything, I don't know. Depends on language, it changes. In C program, we can see the file as a OBJ. In Java program, we can call it as a dot class. Maybe in some other language, it might be bin. In some other language, it might be byte. It might be some other language dot o. I don't know. I don't know. It depends on the compiler. Okay, but all are same only. Their extensions are different, but all are same. Okay, so they are converting all the human understandable code and they are storing into one object file. They are storing into an object file. That is what basically this is. Then this program understood by your machine and it produces the output. But understand one thing, whatever the file you generated, right, the dot class file or OBJ file or whatever it is, these all are platform dependent. What is platform? Here, the platform means OS. Here it's a platform dependent. Platform dependent means OS. Here it's a platform dependent. It's a OS basically. Means what? If you are using Windows operating system, you are compiling the program. You got the OBJ file. This OBJ file runs on only Windows operating system. The OBJ files runs on only Windows operating system. No other places it runs. No other places it runs. Any questions you can ask?
No, sir.
Okay. And it is very fast also. Reason is, one time you compile, it generates the dot class file, right? That file you can run it forever. Forever means whenever you want, you can run the program. Don't want again and again compilation. One time compilation, 1,000 times running, million times running, that's up to you. You can do that. It's possible. Okay, that is basically what we call it as a high level language. Compiler, how it works. So source code you are writing, you are giving to the compiler. Compiler converts your code to object code, byte code. That's what I wrote it here, not required enough. Okay, that we call it as an object code, that we call it as a byte code, that we call it as a native code, however you want, you can see. Okay, coming to the interpreter. Sir, compiler it works like this, but interpreter how it works? Let's take example of Python. Python is basically using interpreter. Python is using interpreter. Compiler, C program is using compiler. Python is using interpreter. JavaScript is using interpreter. Different languages have chosen different translators. Okay, yes, that is how the idea is. Instruction by instruction. Here, compiler will take your whole program as a single input. But here you are taking instruction by instruction. Here you are taking instruction by instruction. Here, if there is a error, it will display all errors once. But here what will happen is, it stops at first error. If you have 25 mistakes, your program stops at first mistake. Sir, then what about the remaining program? It won't translate. Okay, then you have to clear the first error. Then again you have to enter second error. Then again you have to clear it. Again you have to run it. Third error. Again you have to clear it. Fourth error. So like this will go on. This will go on actually. Okay, so that is what basically this program is. If there is a error, then it stops at the first error. Because of this, it will take a lot of time actually. Okay, if there is no error, then it converts all to machine code, but it won't store it in a file. Here it stores in a file, but here no extra file. Directly it's giving to the machine. Directly it's giving to the machine. It's basically platform independent. That's what we are, platform independent. We are not bothering about operating system. We are not bothering about operating system. It can run in any OS actually. It can run in any OS. And one more thing, it's slower. Why slower if you ask me? Here every time you need to translate. If you wanted to run the program, every time translation might happen, will happen. But here compilation will happen only one time. You can run forever actually. Okay, so compile once, run how many times you want, run many times. Okay, but here what will happen is, why we are calling them as a slower means, each time translation happens, here one time translation happens. One time translation happens. This is how the idea is. Any questions?
No.
Okay, fine.
Understand, sir.
Yes. So we already discussed about Java. Java is a programming language, and we discussed about
Yes.
Java is a high-level programming language. Then we are coming to the translator. Translators, compiler, interpreter. Two things are available. Okay, but Java using compiler and interpreter both actually. C program is using only compiler. JavaScript is using interpreter. Python is using interpreter. C sharp is using compiler. But Java is using compiler and interpreter. Sir, why sir? Why compiler and interpreter? Listen. When Java is developed, some people means the Java developer, James Gosling and his team, they thought of going with the compiler. But many people they told, we become fast, but we become platform dependent, right? So then every operating system you need to get a different dot class file. Every operating system you need to run your program separately. It's become difficult. Correct, right? Yes. Then some people they advise to go with interpreter. Some people advise to go with the interpreter. When they choose interpreter, yes, we are not depends on any machine. Okay, we can run in any operating system. But the problem is we become slower. We become slower. But Java wants to become faster also. Java wants to become platform independent also. That's the reason they have chosen compiler and interpreter. Why they choose to compiler? Because compiler based languages are faster, one time compilation. And then you can run how many times you want. But why they choose the interpreter? Because interpreter languages are platform independent. Sir, how compiler and interpreter both is working here? That I will explain, no need to worry. As of now, it's a theoretically what is compiler, what is interpreter. Try to understand. Any questions?
No.
Okay. That is what people are telling. Java is platform independent. It's basically call it as Cora. They'll call it as what is it? Cora. Cora means compile once, run anywhere. One time you just compile the program. You can run any time actually. One time compile the program, you can run anytime. Okay, that's what Cora we call. Compile once, run anywhere. Sometimes people say Ora. Ora means write once, run anywhere. But better than that, this is the correct method. Cora is a good option. Cora is a good option, but Ora also you can mention. Awesome. That is the reason they are telling Java is portable. Portable means one place to another one place easily you can able to port and use it actually. That's basically called as portable. So the Java is compiler and interpreter covers platform independent, portable, all the 3 points. Okay, some of the languages are using compiler, some of the languages are using interpreter, some of the languages are using both compiler and interpreter. Then yes, that is what it's happening here. Any questions?
Hello?
Yeah. Any questions?
No, sir, no.
Okay. For this, I used to tell one good example actually. For this, I used to tell one good example. For compiler and interpreter, there is one good small example. Actually, I'm writing some books in Tamil. Okay, so the story the story become very popular. Many people are reading. A lot of people have bought the story book. Many people downloaded it online. So it's a very famous story, very popular, thrilling story. Something. So what happened? From Maharashtra. Maharashtra, which language you speak?
Hello?
Yeah. In Maharashtra, which language
What?
you speak?
Marathi.
Marathi. Okay. So what happened? From Maharashtra, maybe Tejashwini is coming. Tejashwini is telling, sir, I read your book. Your book is really nice. I wanted to translate the story to Marathi. So can you give me copyrights? Can you give your book like that? You're asking. I'm just giving my Tamil story book. Okay, you are a compiler. Okay, then what you will do is you will sit and translate the whole Tamil book to Marathi. You will sit and write it down. Okay, for good morning means whatever it is, or the story name, whatever it is, and all the stories you are sitting and translating into Marathi. But now two things will happen. One is in my storybook there are some errors, some mistakes. Okay, Another one is in my storybook, no mistake. No mistake means everything you will convert into Marathi book. Okay, sir, what if there is some story? What if there is some error? Then very simple, you will read the whole book. Totally 25 mistakes are there. You will come and tell, sir, I read your book. In your book you have 25 mistakes. Can you rectify that? Can you clear the mistakes? Like that you will give it to me. Then I have to sit and clear all the errors, then again I'll give. Okay, when there is no error, then immediately the whole Tamil story book will be converted into Marathi book. Are you getting the idea?
Yes.
But you can tell only story to Marathi, Maharashtra only. You cannot go and tell story in Kerala, because Kerala people really doesn't know Marathi. Correct, right? You cannot come and tell in Tamil Nadu or Andhra Pradesh or anywhere else, because it's a platform dependent, because your O is dependent, because the languages only belongs to the particular region. That's the reason. Okay. Then another one person is coming. This he is also storyteller. He is coming from some other place, but he's taking whole Tamil. He's taking my Tamil book and is reading line by line, line by line. This guy is read the whole book. Actually. This guy is reading instruction by instruction. If there is a error, they will read all the error. But if there is a error, they stops at first error. If there is a error, they stops at first error. Yes. But here they read all errors. Sir, when there is no error, they'll create a dot class file. They'll create a Marathi book. But here there is no converting and all. They'll take my Tamil book. They'll go and tell story in Kerala, Malayalam. They'll go and tell in Andhra Pradesh, Telugu. They'll come and tell in Marathi, whatever it is, Maharashtra. So that is how this will happen. I hope you are getting my point. So I am not belongs to any particular state. I can go to Gujarat, Gujarati. I can go to Bihar, Bihari, or maybe different places, different languages. I can able to tell. I am not belongs to any particular platform. I am not belongs to any particular platform. Yes. Any questions?
No, sir, no.
Okay, it's clear. So that is what the compiler and interpreter. So you got the explanation here. So Java is a programming, that to high-level programming language. To translate high-level programming language, we have compiler and interpreter. Java chose compiler and interpreter, both. It's called as a platform independent. You know what is a platform independent? I'll tell you. You can write Java program in Windows operating system, but you can go and run in Linux operating system. Possible. You can write program in Linux operating system, but you can come and run in Windows operating system. Possible. Okay, you can go and run in any operating system. It's possible. That is basically what we call it as a platform independent. That's what in another word we are calling also ORA. That's what we are calling them as a Quora. Compile once, run anywhere. You can write your program in one place and you can run wherever you want. You can run your program. It's possible. This is what Java is portable. Okay. Yes. I'm going to the next topic. If you have any questions, you can ask. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So coming back here, do you have idea about these all the things? ASCII. You have idea about ASCII?
Not properly, sir.
Okay, no problem. So listen one thing actually. So we have different number system formats. Understand this. Actually, we have something called decimal. You can mute your call. You can mute your call. So we have something called decimal. Decimal means in day-to-day life, regularly what you use, it's basically decimal. It's basically 0 to 9 numbers. Okay, decimal. Decimal basically nothing. It's a 0 to 9 numbers. That is what we use. 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer, money, rupees, currencies, everything you call it in decimal only. Because we write number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like that. But binary. There is something is called binary number. Binary number is called as base 2. Base 2 means only two numbers. Nothing, it's binary. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, something like that. No other numbers will involve in this. Okay, no other numbers will involve in this. Next, hexadecimal. Hexadecimal, hexa means 6. Hexa means 6. Decimal means 10. So 10 plus 6, 16. You can write 0 to 9 and A to F. Okay, these are the numbers you can able to, these are the characters you can write. That's basically called as a hexadecimal. That's basically base 16. That's basically base 16 we call it as. Okay, that is one type because the number starts with 0x and followed by that any number, alphabets, till F you can write it. Okay, octal number. Octal number. So octal number is basically 0 to 7. Octal number is basically 0 to 7. That is also one type of number system format. It's basically called as a base 8. Okay, base 8 is all about, it starts with 0. Actually, any number starts with 0, that's an octal. Any number starts with 0x, that's a hexadecimal. Any number starts with binary 0b. Okay, the decimal as star normally starts like 1, 2, 3 and all this. Any questions you can ask me, please.
No, sir.
Okay, but understand how this all the formats came, how these ideas I'll tell you. Actually, when the computer is invented, ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೌದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. So when the computer is invented, as a human we know English, machine knows only binary, correct? Right? But can we store A, B, C, X, Y, Z everything in computer? Not possible. Because there is no way, correct? Right? Because of that, what they have done is alphabet to binary not possible. Alphabet to binary not at all possible. You cannot convert from alphabet to binary. Okay, instead of that, what they have done is they prepared a chart actually. They prepared a chart, the chart called ASCII chart. American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay, so yes, whatever I know, the machine really doesn't know. Whatever machine knows, I don't know. But we wanted to exchange our information, interchange. We wanted to exchange our information. For that, they prepared one chart. That chart only basically called as a ASCII chart. American Standard Code Information Interchange. Okay, so what they have done is all the alphabets, all the numbers, all the special characters, space, comma, colon, semicolon, everything they assign to a number. Everything they assign to a number. Everything they assign to a number. That's a decimal. It is there here. Everything is assigned to a number. It's a decimal. It's there here. Then what is happening is decimal to binary. It's happening. Okay, that is how they prepared this actually. But how that is happening? Okay, correct. First they prepared a chart. A means 65, B means 66, small letter A means 97, plus means 40 or 41, whatever it is. So like that they prepared all the things actually. After that, sir, how do we convert a decimal to binary? How do we convert a decimal to binary? Basically, there is a formula to do this, but there is the easiest way to finish this is an easy method is there actually. Okay, one easy method is there actually. Yes, you can come here. 65. You know that already. I have taught you many times in the old program. 65 is there. You wanted to convert into binary. Binary means how many numbers? 2 numbers. Then you have to do LCM by 2. If you want to do conversion from decimal to hexadecimal, you have to do LCM by 16 because hexadecimal. Sir, if I wanted to convert from decimal to octal, then you have to do LCM by 8. Like that, different ideas are there. But right now, we are converting our decimal to binary. So then you have to do 3 2s are 6, 2 2s are 4, the remainder is 1. Then again 2 stable only, 16 2s are 32, 0. Then again 2 stable only, 8 2s are 16, then 0. Then again 4 2s are 8, then 0. Then again 2 2s are 4, then remainder is 0. Then again 1 2s are 2, then the remainder is 0. You have to write from bottom to top. While writing time, least significant, most significant, like that we have option. So you have to write this. What is the binary? 1 0 0 0 0 5 times, then 1. Actually, whenever you give letter A will be 62. 65 65 is converted into 1001. That's all. This 10001 only will be stored in your memory actually as a bits and bytes. You know, right, in your computer you have a bits and bytes. That 1 0 0 0 0 0 and 1 1 2 3 4. This is how it stores. Any questions?
No.
Okay. So this is how initially they have used. Means at the beginning days only English. Only 128 letters. In ASCII chart we have only 128 letters, not more than that. We have only 128 letters, not more than that. Okay, yes. But later what happened? They added some more characters here. Extra 128. That's basically called as extended ASCII. Sir, what is that extended ASCII? If you wanted to know about it, you can just come here, and I'm just writing now. See here. Okay, you can see this. The capital letter A, which is assigned to a decimal called 65. The 65 is equivalent to 10001 binary. Capital letter B, which is equivalent to 66, which is equal to 01000004 actually. Yes, that is how it happens. Okay, so every numbers are assigned to another decimal. And the extended ASCII, another character which is comes, physics, chemistry formulas, pi, ohm, sigma, alpha, beta, gamma. These all the characters are added here. See, these kind of Latin characters are added extra. Not only that, mathematics formulas, copyright symbol, like that, lot of things they have added. Okay, dollar we had in the ASCII. Here, euro, pound, cent, kind of other important currencies have added here. Okay, so that is how it's total overall together here. Any questions?
No, sir. No.
Okay. Then everybody started asking, what about Tamil, Marathi, Telugu? Only English is coming. So whether computer can understand only English? No. That is what Unicode chart. They brought something called Unicode chart. Unicode chart. What is Unicode chart? Let's check. See here, all the languages are available. You can just see Bengali, Gurmukhi, Gujarati, Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, okay, Thai, all the languages are available. You have all the languages here. Okay, we can just open Tamil. Let's open Tamil or Gujarati, whatever it is. See here, it's a Tamil letter A. This is basically A in Tamil. How you have Hindi, Marathi, A letter. That's kind of vowels, kind of. So that decimal is equal to 2949. Okay, as well as U is equal to 2953. The 2953 hexadecimal only, the 0x0 be 89 actually. Okay, so like that it's happening. So what is happening? What they are doing is, initially we had only one English and extended ASCII. Then later they decided computer could understand all the languages, all the extension things. So totally all together it's 65,000 plus character. Totally all together it's 65,000 plus character. Okay, so Tamil letter A is equal to 2949 decimal. So they are not directly from going to binary, because you just imagine to perform this particular operation it took this much time. But just imagine 2949, how much time it will take? 2949 LCM by 2, and again, it will take a lot of time actually. Okay, to overcome that, they brought another method actually. Listen. Previously, they converted decimal to binary, right? Now they are converting decimal to hexadecimal. They are converting decimal to hexadecimal. Hexadecimal to binary, it's much easier. How? Let's see. Take example A. If you do A 65 by LCM, I'll just clear this. 65. 16. 4 16s are 64, remainder is 1. Bottom to top. So while writing hexadecimal numbers, we have to write 0x041 like this. Okay, like this you have to write it. This is what hexadecimal is. Sir, what if my remainder is 10? What is my remainder is 10? 10 means you have to write A. 11 means you have to write B. 12 means you need to write C. There is no 10. You need to understand. In hexadecimal, there is no 10. There is no 10. Only A, B, C, D. That's what I said. Okay, you can see here 0 to 9. 9 after, no 10. It's a A, then B, then C, then D, then E, then F. That is what it's happening. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So that is how we are converting. So decimal to hexadecimal. Hexadecimal to binary is easy. This is our table. 0 means you need to write 0, 0, 0. 10 means no 10, actually A. Then you need to write 1, 0, 1, 0. 11 means 1, 0, double 1. C means double 1, double 0. D means double 1, 0, 1. E means triple 1, 0. F means all 1. Ask me any questions if you have.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is much more easier. Why I am teaching this to you is, listen, Java supports Unicode standard, but C program supports only ASCII standard. In C program, you can able to store only 256 letters or 128 letters. That much only. You cannot store Tamil, Telugu letters in C language. You cannot store Marathi letters in C language. But in Java, I can able to store Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Marathi, any type of language. Actually, overall language is 65,000 plus characters. Totally, we have 65,000 plus characters. You can see, you can go and see down here. You can see here 65,000 plus characters. You got the idea?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is what the concept is. Okay. So Java is Unicode standard. That is all. Java is open source. You know what is the meaning of open source? Actually, we have different types of softwares. Okay, paid source, free source, open source. Paid source means you have to pay for them, but they don't give you source code. If you want any support, you need to contact them. If you want any support, you have to contact them, but you have to pay for it. Okay, free source means no need to pay. It's a free of cost. But if you want source code or any other, no source code they won't give you, but you cannot modify anything. But if you want to modify anything, you have to pay for it. They are giving for free, but when you want premium version, you have to pay for it. Open source is available. Open source means it's a free to use. You can use it for a free, and the code is also completely free. You can modify it. Okay, this is a called open source. So Java is also open source. Actually, whatever the Java we are using, right, we have something called OpenJDK. OpenJDK is a open source. Okay, it's launched by Oracle company only. We have something called OpenJDK. So we, as an individual, we don't need to worry about at all. But when you come to company, they will have certain things, certain policies and formulas. So that accordingly it will work. So as of now, we are going to use the Java, we are going to install and we are going to develop projects, right? So we no need to pay to anybody. And moreover, Java complete source code is deployed in your computer. No need to worry at all. Any questions?
Understand, sir.
Understand. Even Java, from Java only they developed the Android. Okay, they have earned a lot actually, but that's an open JDK. For when you come to open source, there is no centralized development environment. The reason is the development will be happening some other place, and the modification or the updation is happening from some other area. Like one single project is contributed by multiple people. That is what, it's not a centralized development environment. Okay, because that single software will be developed by multiple people from multiple section, multiple areas. So that is what I'm telling. It's not a centralized development. Understand? Any questions? Any questions, Tejaswini?
No, no, sir.
Okay. So is that okay? Today we'll stop here.
Yes, sir.
I'll be taking 1 hour of class. Okay.